from giving delusional reasons so that she can continue overeating,
Eating, it makes me feel good, it makes me feel safe, it makes me feel happy.
to lying about her health issues to justify her unhealthy routine,
I started getting heartburn.
Heartburn?
here are the most stupid excuses ever given on My 600-Pound Life. Starting with Dolly Martinez, whose chaotic season 10 journey left her far from her weight loss goals, and her excuses were as baffling as her choices. Weighing 593 pounds, Dolly approached Dr. Now with hopes of getting bariatric surgery, but her lack of commitment quickly derailed her progress.
The only thing powerful enough to distract me from darker thoughts is food. Food is my go-to drug that takes my pain away.
From the outset, it was clear Dolly wasn't ready to change her habits no matter how bad her health was. She struggled with mobility issues and congestive heart failure, relied on oxygen, yet her excuses showed she was in complete denial.
Food has caused all of the things I hate about my life, but it's the only thing I've ever had to help me feel good.
However, Dolly's most absurd excuse came when she blamed her home scale for misreading her weight, claiming she believed she was 550 pounds when she was actually 593.
It's quite uncomfortable. Her whole life has been that way. But she really loved her daddy. She was a lot like him. Lots of freckles, both of them.
When asked about her weight, she denied Dr. Now's claim of her mother enabling her. Even worse, Dolly deflected responsibility by blaming her abusive ex-husband for her eating habits, despite having lived apart from him.
100 pounds, but I felt like there was nothing that I could do about it. That I was like giving up hope, and I just started eating junk food and not giving a care about anything that I ate. I just ate whatever. At that point, I didn't care anymore. I had had enough of high school, and so I dropped out.
And day by day, her situation only got worse, because she looked like none of it was a big deal. Eventually, Dr. Now gave her a routine that, if followed, would have allowed her to lose up to 60 pounds in a month. Unfortunately, even after returning home, she didn't follow his diet plan and kept making excuse after excuse.
I don't feel like these are changes that I can make for the rest of my life, but I do feel like I can do it for the short term.
Her hypocrisy reached its peak when, after Dr. Now confronted her about a meager 17-pound loss in 3 months, she once again blamed stress at home and her mother's failure to ease her into healthy eating.
I worked so hard. I just don't know how to do more than that. Because my mental status is sucky. I feel like I can't do it. It's too stressful at home.
However, things only intensified when Dolly was seen asking Dr. Now for medication instead of focusing on controlling her daily diet.
Let it override me. So, do you have like something that I could go to instead of going home that could help me with my temptations and all this, and to help me lose more weight?
Well, why do you need somebody else to do that? You have to start taking responsibility for yourself and do some stuff for yourself.
This made the situation worse, as Dr. Now felt extremely frustrated while trying to figure out how to handle her.
So how is your breathing coming along?
My breathing?
Yeah.
It seems like it's getting a little bit better, easier. I feel like it was a lot easier for me to walk from your waiting room to here today.
Okay. So 17 pounds made a little bit of difference in your breathing. So what happened if you lose 50 pounds?
It'll feel a whole lot better. I know that.
We got to get you off of that oxygen.
Yeah, sure.
And we got to get you in better shape. So this is a situation that you need to work hard to change your life and get yourself in a better shape.
Yes, sir.
Okay? So
Yes, sir.
Let's start working harder, and if you need anything, give me a call.
Yes, sir.
Okay? And Dolly seems to have a lot of challenges, and this is a very difficult situation to work with her. She wants everybody to do everything for her, and Dolly is not progressing at this point. I try to help her out to get some of these situations addressed, but Dolly seems to have issues with the reality and talking things that may not be factually correct. At this point, everything is going to require a lot of social work.
Despite repeated warnings, she couldn't control her eating habits and came up with more ridiculous excuses every single time. This understandably got the viewers upset, saying, "Her breakfast was pretty good, but it was enough to feed about 5 families. She may think she wants to lose weight, but she does nothing to lose any." Much like Dolly, Karina Garcia from season 6 was in deep denial about her weight despite initially showing promise. Much like Dolly, Karina Garcia from season 6 was in deep denial about her weight despite initially showing promise. Starting at 633 pounds, Karina faced mobility issues and had a history of failed weight loss attempts.
My first thought in the morning when I wake up is, I'm still alive. I didn't die while I'm asleep. I dread getting out of bed in the morning. And because of my weight, I feel like my body's already giving up.
This excess weight was consistently making her life miserable, as she was seen crying for help on television.
I lose my breath. My life has become living hell because my weight isolates me from everything that I used to love doing.
Her story touched many fans' hearts when she shared that her weight gain was a result of depression.
I didn't want to go. For the first time in my life, I had friends, and now we had to leave. I was in a new school. I didn't know nobody, and I hated it. I felt lonely, so I ate as much food as I could.
But when she met Dr. Now and was asked about the reason for her weight gain, she initially admitted that she had been overeating.
I didn't want to go. For the first time in my life, I had friends, and now we had to leave. I was in a new school. I didn't know nobody, and I hated it. I felt lonely, so I ate as much food as I could. And within 6 months, I was already at 250, 260.
However, the reason she gave for overeating was something that no one would have expected.
I started getting heartburn.
Heartburn?
And her excuse of eating more just to avoid heartburn promptly got the doctor's attention, as he was seen questioning her about it more and more.
10,000 calories a day. Because if you don't, then you'll get heartburn. So you just give in to your desire to eat, and you haven't tried to lose any weight because of that?
I did try to get help last year.
But it seemed like Karina had prepared an excuse for every question Dr. Now asked.
I got a gastric balloon put in my stomach, and I was losing weight, and then I had an accident. I broke my leg, so I was bedbound. And so I started gaining again because I wasn't doing nothing, just laying in bed and eating. And they wouldn't do any surgery on me because of my asthma.
After realizing her reluctance to change her ways, Dr. Now continued the conversation about her story, and it turned out to be nothing more than made-up narratives to justify her overeating.
Just bring in your food when you have broken leg and you cannot walk.
My parents mostly.
Okay, so your parents are feeding you and you still have the balloon in your stomach, but you're still overeating and gaining weight.
Yes.
So you are making excuses that are acceptable to yourself, but not to everyone else.
This made the situation worse, as Dr. Now struggled to figure out how to handle her at that point.
About the degree that Karina is able to make excuses. She just has this long list of reasons why everything isn't her fault. And her parents don't seem to challenge her on that with any reality whatsoever. She claims her leg is broken and that's why she can walk, but there doesn't appear to be any significant issues with her leg. And the fact that she already had a weight loss procedure and it failed is not a good sign.
But it's not only Dr. Now. Even the audience, who once felt pity for her, ended up being annoyed with her excuses at the very end, calling out her excuses marathon and saying there's no excuse for that kind of behavior. While Karina's excuses put Dr. Now in a difficult position, Teretha outright refused to cooperate, insisting she knew her body better than the certified renowned doctor.
And it's been a difficult recovery. It's taken a lot to heal, and Dr. Narzardin says that he's concerned that I'm still not up and walking. But I'm not ready. I want to be out of this bed and walking. But how can I do that if my leg isn't healed enough yet?
But that's not all. Teretha often threw tantrums when things didn't go her way and blamed her weight on imagined health problems. Even when confronted, she always had an excuse ready for not doing what was needed.
Narzardin says we're going to have to try something different. And he's coming by today to give me some options. And I'm not really sure what he's going to tell me.
It was her stubborn refusal to face reality, which was visibly evident in her conversations with Dr. Now.
Hi, Teretha.
Hi, Dr. Narzardin.
How are you today?
I'm okay. I'm getting better.
The pain is getting better, but you're still not getting up. And there is no reason for that. Teretha is still giving excuses for why she can't get up and stand. We removed the lymphedema from Teretha's leg almost a month ago. And there is no reason she should be in bed and refuse to get up, aside from the fact that she doesn't want to.
But when she was confronted for being lazy and unwilling to cooperate, her initial response seemed promising, giving Dr. Now a new sense of hope.
To make sure your weight reduces. If you remain immobile and start to gain again, that's going to be a sentence for you.
I don't want to have that. So
Okay.
I'm going to do my damn best.
However, her words didn't match her actions, as she continued to refuse to get out of bed, prompting Dr. Now to send her to rehab.
Teretha to a rehab facility that specializes in type of rehab she needs. They have equipment to help her slowly get out of the bed. And if she still refuses at that point, we have to start taking a different approach to get her to a better place quickly because she's running out of time.
2, 3. But this time, she appeared even more confident about doing the hard work and losing weight while in rehab.
I'm ready to go home, but if this is the next step that I have to take in order to get up, then I will.
And just like that, her instinct to claim she knew everything better than Dr. Now was revealed once again on camera.
I want to get out of this bed, and I don't think that Dr. Narzardin understands that.
But her motivation didn't last long, as she was seen making excuses again for not moving, claiming the pain was too severe for her.
I've been here at the rehab facility for a couple of weeks, and everyone here has been trying to help me get up. But I've just had too much pain in my leg. I don't feel like anyone believes that.
But even after Dr. Now's continued warnings to make better changes for her health, she remained delusional, arguing that her weight gain was hardly her fault and that she couldn't change because of her illness.
Walking like you're supposed to. Why is that?
There's some pain in this leg.
Well, that's, you know why you have pain in that leg?
Yes.
Because you had surgery.
Yes, sir.
Teretha, this is not acceptable. There is no reason you should still be in this bed. Your weight has to start coming down and you have to get up and walk. Not doing either of those things is very dangerous for you right now.
Her constant excuses frustrated Dr. Now to the point of exasperation.
Teretha is once again refusing to get up and walk. So we have to make some changes. She blamed her weight and we did weight loss surgery. She blamed her lymphedema and we removed it. And this facility is not one that is enabled to do restricted, low-calorie, high-protein diet. So she's starting to gain again. Then we have to find a way to correct that now.
Her refusal even got the viewers frustrated, with one commenting, "I don't think she has any intention of getting up, like ever." And as expected, Teretha didn't last long in the program. However, what was even more surprising was that she blamed Dr. Now and his program for not helping her, even though she was the one who kept refusing to make progress every time.
It's been hard to be away from home as long as I have. So I decided I was done and that it was time that I leave. It's not really helping being here at all because they really don't understand how I need to make progress. Instead, they keep pushing me to do more before I'm ready. And I don't need that anymore.
And just like that, her situation continued to worsen day by day after returning home, as she couldn't even manage small activities and became fully dependent on her husband, Derek, for help.
Sure, he'll understand that I'm doing my best right now and that I just need more time.
Hello.
Hi, Dr. Now.
How you doing, Teretha?
I'm doing okay.
Okay, so you're still not getting up and walking like you're supposed to. Why is that?
There's some pain in his leg.
Well, that's, you know why you have pain in that leg.
Yes.
Because you...
However, it didn't end there. Despite criticizing Dr. Now multiple times on camera and calling his medical treatment fruitless, she eventually decided to seek his help again as things went south for her.
Teretha, this is not acceptable. There is no reason you should still be in this bed. Your weight has to start coming down, so she's starting to gain again. Then we'll have to find a way to correct that now.
Her hypocrisy upset fans, who mocked her for her unwillingness to make any changes. She literally had all the help in the world. She's straight up lazy as fuck. Even though she initially showed promise, she couldn't maintain it, growing fed up with Dr. Now's routine and ultimately suffering the consequences severely. Unlike Teretha, who acted like she knew more than Dr. Now about controlling her diet, Gina Krasley took it to a whole new level, coming up with even more absurd and outrageous excuses that left everyone stunned.
Eating, it makes me feel good, it makes me feel safe, it makes me feel happy.
At 30, she weighed 600 pounds, which made it extremely difficult for her to move.
I wake up every day to the same miserable experience. Because my weight has me trapped in this chair all day, every day. And I hate it.
Despite hating her life by being stuck in bed, she didn't make any effort to fix things. Instead, she gave excuses, claiming her body was only capable of eating and sleeping.
All I can do now is eat and sleep. Except on the days where I'm forced to take a bath, which I really hate doing.
Her negligence peaked when she was seen bathing only once a month, and even then, not because she felt it was necessary, but just to avoid upsetting others.
G, you have to get washed up today.
Okay.
So I'll go in there and I'll get your bucket and get that ready for you.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
But if my family starts to nag me a lot about it, I just rather not deal with everyone being upset with me, so I just do it.
Viewers couldn't believe how lazy she was, with one saying, the fact that her family literally has to force her to get up and shower because of how bad she smells, how's that not a wake-up call for her? Her mother wasn't happy with her lazy attitude, as whenever she tried to convince her to do any kind of movement, Gina would start a fight instead of cooperating.
Very lazy, and she doesn't take care of herself. We all struggle with how she is and want her to do better, but it's like walking on eggshells to confront her because it starts a fight.
And even though all these problems were caused by her overeating, she still couldn't stop making ridiculous excuses.
Costing me and how much I hate my life, I can't stop. I just want more and more and more.
This made her case even worse, and as a result, her family had her admitted into Dr. Now's weight loss program, where he gave her a diet plan to lose weight before undergoing surgery.
It's the day of my weight loss surgery, and I'm really glad it's finally here.
Hello.
Hello.
How y'all doing?
I'm good, how are you?
Great. So you ready for your surgery?
But just before she was ready for her surgery, things took a turn when she went to check her weight.
And Dr. Now gave me a goal to lose another 50 pounds.
Hold on, let me turn it on.
Okay.
Okay, go ahead and step on it.
So to move ahead, I need to be down to 493 today.
All right, 556.
Instead of losing weight, she actually gained more, which made things worse for her. However, even this time, she wasn't willing to accept that her overeating caused the problem, and she ended up claiming that she didn't know how it happened.
Gained weight.
How'd you gain weight?
Well, I already know how.
Her baseless excuses only annoyed Dr. Now, but he still gave her one last chance, this time with a stern warning.
I'm gonna give you one more chance.
Okay.
But if I'm gonna move ahead with you at all, then I need to see you lose a good amount of weight over a consistent amount of time.
Okay.
So you need to lose 75 pounds over the next 3 months. If you don't do that, you won't be doing the program or getting weight loss surgery from me. You got it?
I got it. I understand.
All right, let me get the nurse, take your IV out, and we're gonna send you home. In the meantime, if you need anything, give me a call.
Okay, thank you so much.
All right.
While her partner truly believed she would make progress this time, leaving her excess weight behind and focusing on losing it.
Motivate her to make sure that she gets the surgery for the next time. This doctor now gave her one last chance, and this is hopefully the chance that she takes up on.
However, she did not change and ended up continuing the same old unhealthy routine, eating more and more junk food and making no effort in the end.
I have to have someone constantly bring me more food. Without it, I would have nothing in my day to even look forward to.
And her baseless excuses ultimately cost her dearly, as she was shockingly found dead after a few days due to her morbid obesity. Even though her ending was tragic, most people said it was deserved because her uncontrolled lifestyle had ultimately caused her death. It's so sad that she passed away so young, but she refused to change throughout her episode. And speaking of change, have you ever wondered why diets almost always fail? It's not your fault, it's how your body works. Here's the thing, most diets overload you with restrictions. You cut calories, you feel miserable, and your body goes into survival mode, slowing your metabolism and making you crave junk food even more. That's why it feels like an endless cycle. But science shows there's a better way. In fact, a study published in the International Journal of Obesity found that people who replaced 2 meals a day with nutrient-dense shakes lost about 3 times more weight in 12 weeks compared to those who just cut calories. That's exactly what the smoothie diet is built around. For 21 days, you just swap out 2 meals a day with delicious nutrient-packed smoothies. No starving, no crazy workouts, no complicated plans. And the results? Real people are losing 10, 15, even 20 pounds in just 3 weeks. They're dropping pant sizes, boosting their energy, and actually enjoying the process. Plus, it's backed by a 60-day money-back guarantee, so you've got nothing to lose. If you want to see how it works, I left a link below this video. Check it out when you're done, because if diets have failed you before, this might be the one that finally works. Now, while Gina's excuses ultimately led to her tragic end, Lacey Buckingham's fate was no better. In fact, her excuses left her powerless and completely erased from her social life. She was a big woman from Kennewick, weighing more than 590 pounds at age 36. Her excess weight caused her severe pain in her body and made it hard for her to breathe.
Her heat rash in places that never goes away no matter how clean I am. I have stabbing pain in my feet and really dull, crushing pain in my lower back. It's not a fun time. My right knee is the worst pain I've ever had in my life. I struggle with diabetes, high cholesterol, high blood pressure, and it's all because of my weight. My body is crushing itself. When I do get up, I move like a T-Rex because my steps, some of them are big, but so slow. I'm so big, and I'm very short of breath almost immediately.
Lacey used to live with her boyfriend Ricky, who did everything for her like a servant. But behind this dependence was a sad past filled with painful experiences that pushed her into overeating. However, Lacey did not want to put in the effort to lose weight. She often blamed her past struggles.
But when I was 26, I found a group of people on the internet who are part of what's called feederism. Feederism is when on the internet girls make money from getting men to give them money for food and them eating it on the camera. It wasn't hard for me to find men on the internet who wanted to take care of me, and all I had to do was film myself eating as part of the deal. And I liked the attention, to be honest.
But the truth was, she always enjoyed eating junk food.
Needy. Hey, honey.
Lacey's that type of person that'll give you your shirt off her back. That loving, caring, snuggle bear kind of person. So...
And just like that, she was unable to find a way for herself. So she went to see Dr. Now in Texas with Ricky and his sister Sharon to get help.
Yes!
All right, so what seemed to be issue with your eating habit that you're not able to lose weight?
Too much carbohydrates.
That's not the problem.
But Dr. Now asked her how she became overweight and why she hadn't taken any steps so far. She mumbled without giving a proper answer.
To that goal, then the next step is you need to move down here to Houston if you want to do the program. But if you're not losing weight, then there is no point in you going through all that to come back, since you won't be doing the program. You understand that?
Yes.
So this is going to be all up to you. You understand that, right?
Yes, I understand.
Okay. All right, so I'm going to bring you some stuff. I'm going to explain to you what to do and see if we can get you going in the right direction. All right, I'll bring it to you.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
This showed her clear reluctance to improve, even after saying she wanted to. Dr. Now gave her a diet to follow, which she agreed to follow accordingly. But after reaching home, she did not do anything that Dr. Now instructed her to do, and ended up following her old routine while making excuses.
There's no greater pleasure in this world than eating food. It's a more pleasure button for me than sex.
However, she missed many meetings with him. When asked about it, she lied, saying she had no money for trips, even though she spent cash on shopping.
Missed the first appointment in June because we couldn't get there on, I think it was because he couldn't get there on get financial afford plane tickets or something. I don't remember.
You are not ready to lose weight. You have stopped my life, and I have way more important things to worry about.
When things got bad, Ricky's sister Sharon got mad at Lacey's behavior and confronted her lies in the car. Lacey threw a big fit and refused to get back in. So Sharon and Ricky left her at a gas station, taking her belongings with them.
All you do is use them.
No, I don't.
Please tell me, what do you do for my brother?
Not only have loved your brother more
How do you
than
love my
any
brother in
other
April?
woman.
You've only been with the mother since April.
Okay, what do I need to do now, Sharon, to get your approval?
I don't know. You don't
Stab
have
my
it.
heart out?
You don't have
Get
my
a knife?
approval. I'll guarantee you. I'll stand up and be like, no, Ricky, don't do it. Guaranteed. Because I'll be... And my brother moves down to Texas with a... that can't do for herself.
I don't know where Ricky and Sharon are and where all my stuff is. But I haven't texted them because I don't want to talk to either of them. And I'm not sure what's gonna happen between me and Ricky.
Even though Sharon's actions may seem harsh, they are justified by the truth. Lacey was too lazy to lose weight, and her scale showed it, as she only lost 12 pounds in 6 months and became upset at her progress.
At my last appointment, I was 593. And the goal Dr. Now gave me was to lose 50 pounds. Thank you. So that means I should have gone down to 543. So that's what I'm really hoping it is. It's not good enough.
But when confronted by Dr. Now, Lacey began to highlight her miserable situation, saying she was homeless.
So you have to make some serious decisions about what you're going to do and how you're going to stick with your healthy eating habit. That's not going to come natural when you have no idea where you're going or where you're coming. Okay.
Yeah, at this point right now, I'm homeless, so.
Well, you still have a home in back in Washington,
Yeah,
right?
it's just an empty apartment right now.
So you're going to see which way the wind is blowing, you got it that way.
Seeing her situation, Dr. Now decided to give her a second chance to see if she could turn things around. She agreed to fully cut off her unhealthy routine and make an effort.
Stick with the healthy eating habit, read the stuff we gave you every night, and check out and see what you did wrong, and don't make those mistakes tomorrow.
Yes, sir.
However, her big talk did not match her actions. She kept eating unhealthy food on the way to see Dr. Now, which made him upset, prompting him to warn her to change or face serious consequences.
I'm not saying anything to convince me if she means what she says, or that she's going to take a level of responsibility for her life. So I am very concerned. In 5 months, she hardly lost any weight, and she still has a list of excuses for why that is. So she's clearly not following the instructions for her diet and exercise. So she decided to move down here despite what I told her she needed to do.
Since her relationship with Ricky didn't work out, she had to live alone in an apartment.
I managed to get my lease back on my place here, so I at least figured out an option to avoid being homeless. I need to find a way to be in Houston, a place to live. I just don't know how I'm gonna do that. Part of me is scared that I'm gonna lose my chance to change my life. Not only did I lose my valuable objects to me,
And just like that, she became completely isolated, living her life alone with no one there to help her. While Lacey blamed her past traumatic events for her being overweight, Marissa and Jennifer ended up blaming each other to avoid taking accountability. Marissa was 26 from Oregon and weighed 573 pounds. She lived with her mom, Jennifer, who weighed 636 pounds. Both of them ate excessively due to difficult lives and revealed that they were the reason for each other's weight gain.
So we have a very dysfunctional relationship between you two. And one of you will be bearing the other one soon. Marissa, don't think because you're younger and smaller right now that you're that much better off. You'll be up to your mom's weight within the year at this rate.
Yeah.
And when you're that size, one small thing can push your bodies over the edge.
Seeing their serious condition, Dr. Now gave them both a diet plan and a daily exercise routine. But when it came to following the routine, Jennifer refused, making excuses while just sitting on her couch.
Where are you?
I'm gonna go to the gym. Do you wanna go with me?
No,
But you should.
I really don't want to.
I know, but you should.
All right.
All right, I'm gonna put these in the fridge, and then we're gonna go.
Her excuses were ridiculous when Marissa called to go to the gym.
I haven't seen the doctor. Marissa and I have been following the diet, but I haven't really been exercising. I don't like going out. I just feel like I get judged and looked at, and it's not pleasant.
But that wasn't all. Jennifer also had drug problems and bad relationships, and Marissa got upset when her mom went back to her old boyfriend, Dwayne, which made her eat even more junk food.
Oh my God.
What?
We gotta go. We gotta go get him. He just took out another $100.
We can't go get him.
I found out because I can log into his card.
This is why I say I'm the man of the house. Like,
If he's not doing that anymore, then I don't see why we should be apart. I'm just not sure when or how I'm going to tell Marissa.
Even though she couldn't do any exercise to burn her calories, she ended up ordering steaks just because the little walk made her hungry.
I'm so tired of having to deal with Dwayne.
I'm tired of trusting him and him just letting us down. Dr. Now gave me a goal of losing 60 pounds in 2 months, so I have to get to 512 or lower.
I was supposed to lose 60 pounds, so I'm really hoping to see 500 on that scale.
The issue is you have a bad influence around you.
But what's ironic is that, despite cooking food and continuing to overeat, Jennifer still felt guilty about her unhealthy habits.
I feel guilty about how much of her life I've stolen, and I don't want to do it anymore. There's so much that I don't know how to do, but I want to learn.
At one point, Jennifer's laziness peaked when she was seen eating shawarmas while saying she wanted to lose weight and save her life.
I'm here to lose weight. I'm here to save my life.
This made Dr. Now even more annoyed at their slow progress. When confronted, Jennifer deflected blame onto her daughter, while Marissa tried to blame her mom's unhealthy habits, which backfired as Dr. Now criticized them even more.
Let's start with who feeds who.
My daughter brings me food.
Don't you two think that we are enabling each other?
Yes.
Of course.
And Marissa can blame you mother eating and eat when she eats. But the truth is, that's just an excuse because you want to eat too. So we have a very dysfunctional relationship between you two. And one of you will be bearing the other one soon.
Their lazy routine showed one thing. Even though they wanted to lose weight and lead a better life, their excuses were what kept them from doing so. This didn't go unnoticed online. as people criticized them for justifying laziness as an excuse, saying, "Not walking in 9 years? That's crazy lazy." Even though the mother-daughter duo felt like they could get away with their illogical excuses, the next person blamed her leg problems for causing her to become overweight. Angela was from Ohio, weighing over 600 pounds at 45. This excess weight had already affected her mobility, making her life difficult.
Because every single day of my life is an absolute nightmare. I just feel like I am trapped in this body.
Her body was getting worse day by day, which made the situation even more difficult for her.
And mornings is when I hurt the most out of the entire day. That's when it feels like somebody's holding a torch. Like different areas, my skin was ripping open. It's pain that I can't explain. Just to get out of my bed in the morning, I don't think people understand the pain you feel because of the weight being so heavy. I'm hardly able to walk. I have to hang on to the wall.
People actually felt sad for her, seeing her miserable life filled with pain. But the reason behind her misery unfolded as she was seen being extremely lazy and overeating large amounts of food at a time.
My favorite thing in the morning is sausage and cheesy eggs.
Even though it was the main reason behind her being overweight, she justified it by saying it made her mentally happy.
Food means comfort, and when I put a piece of food in my mouth, I feel relaxed.
However, after realizing things were going south, she finally agreed to visit Dr. Now's office to try to change her ways.
When I get to Dr. Now's, if it does not go well, I'm not ready to give up. I'm not. I just don't want to be hurting and crying every day. I don't want to keep living the way I'm living.
When Dr. Now asked her the reason for her overeating, she had no proper answer.
Just eating. Just I eat. And basically, I think feeling sorry for myself because I can't move around. I use the lymphedema as an excuse.
Angela was even seen admitting to using her lymphedema as an excuse for not moving.
Eating. Just I eat. And basically, I think feeling sorry for myself because I can't move around. I use the lymphedema as an excuse on my leg. So when I started not moving around, I just eat. And I eat the wrong stuff, and I eat a lot of it.
But her leg disease had nothing to do with her overeating. And that's what Dr. Now highlighted, pointing out her foolish excuses.
It's like eating a lot, feel sorry for yourself, and can't move. 3 different excuses that all have nothing to do with why you're over 600 pounds. Especially since lymphedema doesn't develop until you already gain significant amount of weight. So none of that make any sense. And for your height, 608 is very dangerous weight. Yes. And you already had the weight loss surgery and nothing has worked and you haven't changed your eating habit.
Her delusional answers also created problems for Dr. Now, as he couldn't help but call her out for her bad excuses.
The real answer to my question, why you're over 600, is that you've been hoping for some sort of magic solution. Why you keep doing whatever you want. And having failed weight loss surgery once already is a sign that you're likely going to continue that behavior. So tell me what's going to be different this time.
But Angela didn't have a proper answer again, just mumbling with poor logic, thinking the surgery would magically fix everything.
When I got that surgery, I had so many life changes happen. My husband leave me. I lost all that weight and all of a sudden people paying attention to me. I was running a business. In 1 year, I was bombarded. And basically, I didn't have no control.
This is just more excuses because you're saying you went back to overeating because life got hard and stressful. That's never gonna change. That's part of life. So I still have the same question. What's gonna be any different this time if you have weight loss surgery?
But things only intensified as Dr. Now pushed her further, leading to a sudden mental breakdown where she cried for help instead of giving a proper answer to his question.
I'm just done. So, I really want to lose it now. Because I'm going to be dead next year. I know I am. I just know it. I cannot live like this. No more. And I have a granddaughter that's 3. And she has got to have me, so I have to be around. There's no choice.
After seeing her desperation, Dr. Now finally gave her his famous 1,200-calorie low-carb, high-protein diet routine, even though she showed no signs of optimism, hoping she would eventually bounce back. Surprisingly, she also agreed to the diet plan, showing a clear promise to get things done this time.
As soon as I know I can be in the program, I'm ready. I have no problem moving here. The little girl that lives with me, I've already got arrangements. Everything's set up. So I'm ready to, when you say, Angela, you need to live here by this day or this month, I'm ready.
However, Angela started missing appointments, claiming her weight was due to illness, not food. This frustrated the doctor a lot.
I'm with you because it's been over 3 months since I saw you, and you haven't been by for your second appointment. So what's going on?
I'm having problems trying to find a place to live there, and a lot of hesitation in regards to moving.
Hold on, Angela. You haven't even been back to show me you hit the goal I gave you. And you're already coming up with excuses and missing your appointment without us even hearing from you. So you need to decide if doing this and saving your life is important enough for you, and whether you want to be part of the program or you don't want to be part of the program.
I do want to be part of the program.
Well, if you want to be part of the program, you need to keep your appointment.
To avoid accountability, she ended up lying, claiming she had lost 70 pounds at one point.
I've lost over 70 pounds.
This didn't sit well with Dr. Now, as he confronted her further and called her out once again for her constant excuses.
How do you know what your weight is?
Not that I know what my weight is, but I can now fit in my van. I now don't sit in my bed. I now go walk, and I don't sit in my house. We go out and leave the house every day, and I wasn't able to do that. Now I can.
So you're guessing you lost 70 pounds. I'm not sure how you can tell that without knowing your weight, but if you're confident you make that much progress, why couldn't you come and see us?
That's what I'm trying to do now.
But it seemed like she had an excuse ready for every question asked, which made the situation even worse.
I haven't heard from you for 3 months. You haven't rescheduled or let us know anything.
That is a long time. I guess I did not realize that it's been that long. I need to get there, so I know.
So what's the hold up from coming down to Houston?
And just like that, she ended up saying that she couldn't follow the diet, as Dr. Now's plan seemed too difficult for her in the end.
I feel like me going to Houston alone by myself, I just think it wouldn't be good for me. I want to be your patient and I want to be in the program. So I had thought it was not a good idea for me, even though I want to do the dieting.
She also ended up telling Dr. Now what he should have done for her instead of advising her to move home.
I wish you would say there's a first time for everything. Lose the weight while you're there. And then if you ever do any type of skin surgery on me, then yes, I have to stay there like in a hotel for a month or so. But as far as moving all the way there just to be on my diet and to lose pounds, I wish you would say, let's do a first time for everything. And Angela, stay in Ohio and lose weight. Come see me once every 2 months.
Angela couldn't continue Dr. Now's program, as she was seen giving up on her diet. Her hypocrisy for making initial promises but failing to follow through also caught the audience's attention, who called her out for her laziness and excuses, saying she is an absolute train wreck and wants a magic solution without any work, while others criticized her laziness, saying gluttony is a moral sin, pointing out her laziness. Her hypocrisy reached its peak when she said she still didn't enjoy eating too much and wanted a normal life, while she was just eating at the table and doing no exercise to help her reach that goal.
Right now, I really am enjoying the diet. I do not at all feel myself being drawn back to the bad eating habits at all. Dieting's not fun. I've dieted my whole life off and on, but this time around, it kinda is fun.
And just like that, by giving up on her health, she was signaling only one thing: death was closing in. And in March 2023, the inevitable happened. She lost her life to morbid obesity, a tragic end that many had sadly seen coming.
Now, if you like my videos, please subscribe or watch my similar videos here.